Hello everyone, this is Gear204 here, and welcome back to another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be going ahead and doing Germany's most iconic World War II truck, the Opel Blitz. This tutorial here will cover the two versions you see in front of you, so the uncovered and the covered versions. But yeah, pretty straightforward build. As always, we'll be using the Debug Stick and Invisible Item Frames. Those commands will be down in the video description for my Java players, and we'll offer alternatives throughout the build if you are not on Java. Anyways though, hope you do all enjoy the build, and let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Moving into our tutorial here, we're going to be going ahead and starting off with layer number 1. Now, for layer 1 here, we're going to be going ahead and starting off by placing down our polished blackstone wall like this. And we're going to go ahead and then place down a lightning rod and then an air polished blackstone wall. Now, if you are not on Java and don't have access to cheats, so the debug stick here, I would recommend probably just using a full block of polished blackstone brick instead, as these walls here are something we're going to be using our debug stick on a little bit later. Anyways though, after that, on the sides of the walls here, facing toward what will be the front of the vehicle, we're going to place down our dark oak signs like so. And then we want to place down our item frame on the side of the walls or blocks, whichever you choose to place. And we're going to go ahead and then place down a gray stained glass pane in those item frames, just like that. After that's all done, we're going to go ahead and take our, for me it's going to be cobbled deep slate. You can go ahead and use stone or anything like that. Just with my resource pack, that is the color of block we have, this dark gray. But preferably you want some kind of dark gray color. You can also use tan or whatever for different camouflages and color schemes as well. We're going to place down a top slab going back, and then 1 and 2, 3, and 4 back, just like that. On our fourth one here, we're going to place down a polished blackstone full block to both sides for our rear tires. On the sides of these blocks, we're going to place down an item frame with the gray stained glass pane in the item frame. So same thing again on both sides. And we're also going to place down a stone button on the side of this block here if you're on Java, just for a little bit of extra detail. Now going to the front slabs here, we're going to place down a top slab to both sides and a second top slab going back. And then we're going to take tough brick slabs and place them down to both sides as well. You can kind of substitute this for a similar block. So if you're doing this in like sandstone, you can do like birchwood top slabs or something of that sort. Just to vary it up, you just want kind of a different color material right there. Lastly, for the very back here, we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate, open it up toward that slab, and then one fence gate like this facing toward the rear like so. Once you have that all done right there, that's going to wrap up everything we have for that. And the very last thing here is going to be to place down a dark oak fence gate on the front here, just in front of that lightning rod there. After that is all done though, that's going to wrap up everything we have for layer number 1. Here's a top-down view of what that should look like, and with that we'll be moving into our next layer, layer number 2. Moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 to start with, we're going to place down a full block of whatever material you're using from the main body here. So we're just going to place down a full block like this, and then an iron bar here going toward the front. We then want to go ahead and place down a gray bed. And if you are not on Java, you can go ahead and just use a slab of whatever material you're using here. But if you are on Java and have access to the debug stick, we're going to place down a gray bed to both sides like that. And we're going to go ahead and then use our debug stick here. We're going to rotate the base of it so that the legs are facing out toward the sides. We'll delete the pillow ends of the beds. And what you create here is a pretty cool design with basically these fender looking designs over those wheels. Now once that's done, also for my Java players, with the debug stick, we're going to go ahead and right click the glass pane, or not the glass pane, but the iron bar, and extend the sides out to both sides there to kind of create this front grille design. We'll also place down an item frame on these two beds here, and then a snowball in those item frames for the front headlights, as well as another item frame on the side here of these beds, and a chain that is going to be on them like that, sticking out to the sides. We'll also take our debug stick, and we're going to go ahead and extend the sections on the inside here. We're going to make sure that they're set to low so that they kind of connect up to the axle there. And then we're going to go ahead and use our debug stick here to extend the walls going forward and back like that to go and create this full tire design here for the front tires. And that's going to wrap that up there. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and then place down another full block here in the center, and then a third block going back. To the sides, we're going to place down a glass pane to both sides, and we're going to go and follow this up with a wall going back from the glass panes. And then once we have that wall complete, we're going to place down a black polished blackstone full block here in the center. And we'll also go ahead and place down a spruce wood top slab to both sides like that. Now on the sides here, we're also going to go ahead and place down an item frame on the sides of this wall. And in that item frame, we do want to place down a white stained glass pane. After that glass pane, we're going to go ahead and continue on by placing down a now row of 3 of spruce wood top slabs. And to the sides here of those slabs, we're going to place down some spruce wood signs. So just like this to both sides. We then want to place down another spruce wood top slab here. And we're going to go ahead and follow this up with a cobbled deep slate stair, or just again our stair for our main color material. And then another sign to both sides. And then on the very back, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence gate here in the center, and then a upside down stair like this. And we're just going to go ahead and place down our 2 spruce top slabs to both sides like so. Now kind of wrapping around the sides here, we're going to place down a spruce wood sign on the sides here, then on this side here as well. And then on the very back, we're going to go ahead and place down a pale oak sign, as well as another spruce wood sign here. And then another spruce wood sign. If you're on Java, we can also place down an item frame. And in the item frame, we're going to go ahead and place down a white concrete block just like that. So it's going to create that back design there for the vehicle. And once we have that all done, that's going to wrap up everything we have there for layer number layer number 2. And with that, we're going to move into layer number 3. Moving into our last final layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 here, very simply, we're going to place down a black concrete block here in the center. And we're going to go ahead and then place down another brick wall to both sides. We'll then take our black stained glass panes and just place down a row of 3 across the front here. Now we're going to go ahead and place down an item frame that's going to come, a structure block or a barrier block coming off those glass panes. And we're going to then place down a stone button coming off those blocks like so to go ahead and create the little side mirrors there. Once that is all done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves our spruce wood trapdoors. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 across the back here. And in doing so, you'll have the walls connect up to those trapdoors. And we're just going to place down a gray carpet here on top like that. Now, one thing we're going to do here just for some quality of life stuff is for my Java players to kind of just expand upon the little logo there on the side of the door. We're going to place down a polished black stone button here. And then we're going to rotate this around so it comes off the side of the wall. And we're going to do the same thing over here on this side as well. So it's coming off the side of the wall there and kind of fills that circle and creates that kind of black and white outline cross. So very nice design there for that. And we can also go ahead and take our debug stick here and just extend the walls so that they just completely fill in the space there and don't leave any gaps. So it fills that in. And same thing for the glass pane here. We can go ahead and change the properties of it to extend it toward the bed right there. So just like that. And then also up here for the nether brick walls, we can kind of mess with these a little bit as well. Just kind of bring up the sides so that they are completely even with the top here. They don't have that little dip there. So it just kind of helps improve the overall look for it. So that's how that looks there. Now, once that's done, going ahead and finishing off the rear of the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and place down a spruce wood trapdoor going all the way along the side here of the build. And we'll just go ahead and close those like so, or open them, however you want to look at it. And same thing over here on this side as well. So just going along the entire side. And then again, close them like that. And then across the back here, again, we're just going to place down a row of 3 and close them like so. And on the inside here as well, you can go ahead and just take your spruce wood trapdoors and just place down a layer here across the whole floor just to kind of fill it in and create that design there for it. And once you have that done, you have the standard Opel Blitz truck here all complete. Layer 3 is all done. And you have this back section here where you can put different gear and stuff like that. Whatever you choose to do with it. I will be showing you guys real quick here how to do that cover version real quick, so you can go ahead and basically choose between the two, or include both of those in your scenes. But with that, let's go ahead and move into the covered version. All right, guys, so moving into our covered version here for the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of our stripped birchwood full blocks, so just across like that. And we're going to basically do this going all the way across this space in here. So the inside here is not going to be really too usable. You could modify this with some slabs and trapdoors if you really wanted to. But for our sake here, we're just going to go ahead and completely fill the top of that in with our stripped birchwood. Now on the very top, we're going to go ahead and alternate a birchwood slab in a daylight detector pattern. So we're going to have a birchwood slab, daylight detector, birchwood slab, daylight detector, and birchwood slab like that across the top. We'll also place down a birchwood trapdoor coming off the sides there where the birchwood slabs are. And we're also going to place down birchwood buttons on the sides of the blocks with the birchwood trapdoors on top of them. So very simple there. In the back, we're going to go ahead and leave just like that. If you wanted to kind of spice up the back here as well, you could do a little bit of stuff here. You could maybe put down like some birch upside down stairs like this to kind of create like a little bit of effect there. And you can even take some black concrete if you wanted and maybe create like a black concrete look in here and just kind of fill this in so it kind of looks like it's open there on the back. And then right here, you know, you could place down some trapdoors or something to cover it up. But again, just some ideas here you can kind of mess with. You can even just do full blocks here and just leave that center open there as well. But yeah, there's plenty of options there for you guys to kind of mess around with it and make it however you do choose. But yeah, that right there is pretty much it for my design here for the Opel Blitz with the just the standard open back one and also the covered version. If you guys did use this design, I do ask you guys give me proper credit for it. This can be a thing from a sign on the build, link to my channel or its video if this does appear on your social media sites. As long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. Anyways, with that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.